Okay guys, welcome back. So following on from our bracket success, how well that went, Mavrik was a very, very able winner.
Standout performer.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Really, 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 really good.
Of all the drivers in every single round, it was by far the sort of most consistent performer for you specifically.
For me specifically, it had all the highest totals, and if you averaged all the rounds, it still had the highest totals. So.
Yeah, that was interesting to go back and do that from the quarter-final, semi, and then in the final, and sort of average that out.
And even just in the last couple of weeks, just kind of doing other videos or us playing golf, I've kind of gotten myself more acquainted with it, just hitting some balls in here, which is nice. So I think now is a good time to say, let's get the shaft dialed in and the final kind of head weight and head hosel setting determined.
Doing the podcast with the guys at Callaway last week, one thing they really liked is that we sort of pre-fitted the product before we tested it, which seems to be something that's missing from a lot of tests, and you know that was important to us to do that. It wasn't just picking a shaft and hoping that shaft works for everything.
I just think it either disproportionately gives advantage to one head that shaft pairs well with, and it kind of gives the other ones a bit of a crap chance. So
it does.
Yeah, I think it made it clear that this is the driver that I'll be happy to play this year.
Okay, so the winning or the sort of pairing was the obviously the Mavrik with the Ventus Black 7X.
Yes.
So we're going to start with that. I think that's only suitable that we start with the winner.
Baseline.
And baseline it and see whether this truly is the best, or can we dig a little bit deeper.
Definitely.
And find you something a little bit better. So baseline in that particular shaft, 77 grams, 2.5 degrees of torque. We'll start here. We have some suitable candidates. We know you've been courting some other shafts in the wall.
There's been a few that we've tested over the last 2 weeks, so curious to see what kind of ends up with today.
See how they stack up today as well. Okay.
The lead tape on the sole, if anyone's asking, it's got it to just under D4.
Just under D4.
And we can adjust this later if we have to.
Yeah. Quite amazing how many people have kind of reached out and said, yeah, Carnoust is never like that. We get it.
Of course it isn't. We know that.
We get it. Now, it's been probably 3 weeks since we finished the bracket.
Yep, 3 weeks.
You've been working on your swing and changing some things, so we are fully expecting you to be around 116 to 118 today speed-wise.
Tops.
We're not trying to be 124, 25 like we had it when we were having fun and seeing how much we could push the performance.
Belting at it, yeah.
Yeah, having a real run at it. So I think if ball speed peaks today at 170, we'd be delighted.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Brand new Pro Strixon Z-Star XV.
Fresh golf balls.
Freshies.
Just picking up where it left off.
Or we just leave it well alone?
I know, let's go film something else.
Leave it well alone.
Oh,
hello.
Just pause. Pause for the people. A little low in the face.
Okay.
Good though.
Yeah, I mean, it's very playable and fine. We would take it out of the averages though as one that doesn't really represent.
Yeah, strike going toe and low.
Yeah, two things. The dynamic loft kicked up and the strike went low.
And the spin goes out of a range that really makes sense.
Yeah, and it was not really anything to do with what the club done. It was purely just a slight difference in the delivery.
Yeah. Take it on the golf course though, that's for sure.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
you'd know you've sacrificed 10%, but you'd be okay with it.
That's the opposite.
Okay, and that's probably, is that the one that concerns you the most?
I hate that shot so much. Yeah, I cannot stand that shot. It makes me, I don't mind that kind of like little bit of a spinny push down the left side that still hits the fairway. I'm not going to get upset. That shot gives me nightmares.
Okay. Let's move that strike fractionally more heel side. We should eliminate it.
I mean, the good ones feel
good, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like with the delivery you've got going on right now, your launch conditions have neutralized as well. You're delivering more loft, which is really nice. The strike is the best I've seen it since the first round of the bracket.
Definitely.
And you're just hovering up at your high 160s in terms of ball speed. So
nice to see it. Like, it's a higher flight for sure. I'm sure 130 is a bit higher than you want to see.
Yeah, but 118 is. I mean, what do we always say? Match the club head speed with the driver to the height.
Okay, so the average there was...
The average is right. So in terms of a PGA Tour player, you swing at PGA Tour speeds, the average height of their shots should match their driver speed. You're right there. So that tells me you're already in a phenomenal window.
So we shouldn't be shocked by this. I mean, we knew it was a pretty good partner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, because there was a little bit... I was almost surprised, I'll be honest, I was surprised you were doubting it after the bracket.
I probably shouldn't have. It was mostly my swing, right?
I think you were kind of almost just like, I'm not hitting it as good as I was.
Yeah.
What could be the reason? And you go, well, maybe the shaft's a little stiff because I want to dial my speed back a little bit. Maybe 7x is a little bit much.
Let me blame something but myself is basically what it was, right? Who can I blame?
But looking at the delivery and where we see that, you and I always talk about the magic number here. This is our magic number. I think 1.42 efficiency is maybe just a slight misrepresentation of the speed of the head.
Pretty much always see it read Callaway heads a bit fast.
Callaway club head speed's a little bit fast, correct?
And
which then relative to the ball speed pulls the efficiency down. Great opening set.
I'm happy with
impressive.
I mean, again, you wouldn't be upset with this, but part of the fun of the channel is that we get to go as deep as we want. We can try as many things as we want, so we might as well do it.
Why not try and be as good as we can be? Yeah. Okay, my man. Here has been the recent sort of shaft of choice in recent videos. You've been quite enjoying this one. Yeah,
we played a couple of our scrambles with it. So,
a couple of interesting differences between these two. I won't go into too much of the details just yet, but they are very different in the profiles.
Is that right? Okay.
Very different. So I'm curious to see how it shakes out.
So that, as a first kind of swing, I felt like the ball wanted to stay a bit more left of center.
Okay.
In a good way, not negative.
So it gives you a little bit better face control, maybe?
Initially, that's my initial reaction is everything felt a little bit more kind of stable at impact.
Okay.
And so that actually felt like it was going to be a hook.
That's a hot one.
And it wasn't. It wasn't a hook at all.
That's a high but flat.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Struck a
little spinny.
Just low on the face and spinny, yeah. Kind of like the, third or fourth one I hit with Ventus. And it feels, I mean, when you catch one, it's really nice. I think there's a definite difference in amount of shape. This looks like my best drives just go really, really straight. Very neutral looking.
So there's your sort of identification on face angle is marginally more open.
And the strike is a shade lower?
Yep, shade lower, shade more into the heel. Speed-wise and all other things are remarkably similar, as they always are.
That's funny, eh? Yeah, so that I kind of tried to hit the shot I was just talking to you about there. Like a little bit more speed, and it really didn't move. Barely curved at all. Probably hit that high in the heel.
Tell you what, you get quite a lot out of that one. It had the look of a miss, but had the flight of a pretty decent one.
So it was really just kind of like a squeezy fade.
Yeah.
It's nice.
1900 out the heel.
Jeez.
Hello.
This one feels good.
That's a lovely flight, Matty.
It really is.
Starts in that left half and just turns to the line.
It seems to be kind of responding really well to what I'm picturing.
Okay.
Try to hit that one a little harder. It actually felt like I was going to really yank it. It's good.
Hang on.
Yep. Maybe just shut.
See what caused that. If that was just a little shut in the face.
I would say it probably was just shut. I feel a little swoopy with this, but not bad. I do feel like there's a little bit of shape with it.
A little play to it.
Yeah. Side strike to start. It's okay though.
Yep.
Square. Goodie. I like the look of that a lot. Left center. I would venture to say that this feels nice.
Enjoying this one, eh?
I like this a lot. I can swing a little harder at that one and it looks exactly the same.
Looks exactly the same.
Silly.
2 adjustments.
Okay, talk to me.
1 degree open in the face.
Ooh.
And bigger grip. So 1 degree open in the face to get the face angle where we need it.
Yep.
But grip go bigger because I wanted to make sure that you didn't start rolling the grip.
Yes.
I didn't want you to start feeling like you were going to start rolling it. So
and this is the grip that I currently will be playing.
You've been enjoying that one, but I went driver mid-size.
Oh, this is mid-size?
I went mid-size on the driver.
Is that because the diameter of the irons would be bigger anyway?
That is definitely a factor, but more just because you're swinging at your max.
Yeah.
So you're going to get an exaggerated amount of grip roll with this versus the iron.
So the face a little bit open, probably dropped the spin just a shade too also, didn't it?
Yeah, let's have a look at where those, I mean, those
because those feel like as long as I can hit it, really. At that speed, those feel like I'm hitting those as long as I can. Yeah, that felt like one that I was going to lose, right? And it's good. Like, it's a good drive. Yeah, sold, pal.
Is there, anything else I could give you on top of it? Do you want? Is there anything that it doesn't give you?
I don't think so.
I mean,
12 and a half, 13 launch, 2200.
Yeah.
This shaft is helping me retain more dynamic loft, and it's not going right on me hardly at all.
It's stiffer in the handle, stiffer in the tip than Ventus, but has higher torque. So
has higher torque.
Has higher torque, so it should still feel quite good.
Oh, it doesn't feel, it feels stiffer, but in a good way. Yeah. I think the Ventus feels really good, but there is the one where I feel it kick a little bit, and then I feel like it will probably go right.
Right.
Whereas this one, where I thought I lost it right, it was right side of the fairway. I just don't think I've hit any bad shots with this shaft.
You've not hit one.
I've hit like 10, 12 drives with it, and they've all been...
You've not hit a single missed drive with this yet.
Okay, so let's do that with the Ventus and see, and then we can at least eliminate that as a possibility. But to me, that's a perfect drive. I wouldn't ask for anything more.
That's a nice flight, Matty.
Yeah, it's nice. I could probably play either of them, eh?
It's going to be fairly close to a
it's like a bit
coin
of
toss at the end of this.
It kind of is, eh? Okay, so that is the only one that I don't fear as much with the Accra. I know it wasn't the best swing, but I just didn't feel the ability to shut the face with that RPG. See if maybe that was just a one-time swing. kind of feel it.
So let's pop the Accra back in there, because the one thing we knew is we just didn't have that shot.
It just didn't shape, yeah. I kind of felt myself subconsciously trying to offset curvature with that. I can see my push degrees moving left of target. That is the one.
We love that one.
Yep, ring me up. This is the one.
Sold?
Again, I just don't think I've hit any shots.
Signed, sealed, delivered, it's yours?
Yeah.
All right, Matty boy, that was fairly conclusive.
Yeah.
Ventus was a very suitable contender and was really good. Its undoing was a couple of hooks.
Just a little bit of a rightward bias with it that I don't think is severe by any means. It's just a shot I just don't want to see.
Yeah.
And I don't think I hit, well, I know I didn't hit any hooks with this once.
None.
In the course of the session, and that just comes down to a nice peace of mind. I do think I could play either shaft, but I do think this Accra is just marginally better for me overall.
Look at that little dispersion circle. So
very little curvature too. I mean, you can see it from the overhead view, right? It just tends to curve. They start on a similar line, they just don't really curve.
It'll be interesting to see when we play with the loft sleeve from Callaway, the flat loft sleeve.
So this is at standard 58.
58.
So I can get that to 56 potentially?
I believe it's 56. I think it's 2 degrees flat.
And what is that? It's a tour sleeve they call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just tilts the angle of the head relative to the shaft.
Yeah, I would like that. And that would help me retain a bit of dynamic loft.
I can't wait for you to feel this good with a driver where you've got the grip, where it feels like you can't hit it right.
Yep.
You've got a club that feels so stable and fast.
Yes.
And you've also got it, tilted where it doesn't look like the toes up in the air, and all of those things are just going to be so good for you.
I agree. Yeah, this is definitely the best version of this so far, and I'm excited for that sleeve to be the last piece.
So tell the viewers what you were thinking with regards to the head.
Okay, so people are familiar with Callaway Customs.
Mm-hmm.
I know the orange is somewhat polarizing for some people, myself included. I don't hate the orange. I mean, I would play it, but
it doesn't look as bad to me as when we first see. We've said that a few times.
Yeah, it's fine. But I think we should have a bit of fun and do a custom color scheme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mock up 3 or 4 color schemes on the website. I'm going to post them, and our TXG YouTube members are going to get to vote. And whichever gets the most vote is the one that I will order.
Neat, isn't it?
Keeping in mind, this will be the shaft. It's gray and blue.
Yeah.
So I'll probably keep somewhat of a silverish blue color scheme, but we'll have 3 or 4 options, and we'll get to vote on them. And I will order the one that wins. I promise.
Love this. Okay, guys, stay tuned for that. YouTube members, be sure and look out for the competition where you guys can vote and help Matty design and pick the final, sort of. Combination between the accents, the little jailbreak screws and things like that. That'll be a fun process.
It's going to be awesome.
About that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for your support during the bracket. I'm already excited to do it next year. And who knows, there may be another bracket of another section coming your way soon. We certainly have time in our hands.
That's true enough, yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, thanks again, guys. We'll see you again soon.